So, this is TerraFirmaCraft, and I'm trying a new method of recording where I just pause and resume. I had a run that was very early on, and I died like instantly. And yeah, this is a very beautiful start in terms of the way it looks. I don't know about how practical it is, but first step is to get some tools. You get tools with rocks and sticks. I see rocks here, and I'm willing to bet there are sticks over there. Or over there. There we go over there. And viola, I am across. So, okay, ooh. You need to get sticks. There's a horse here. That is good. Um, ooh. You can make a saddle. With leather, which rabbit hide. I don't know if you can get it. It's usually a pretty strenuous process, but... Whoa. So the way you make tools is you hold rocks in your offhand and your main hand, and it depends what tool you want to make. This is how you make a javelin, which is a good weapon. This is how you make an axe. This is a shovel. These are knives. Oops. And yeah, these are hose. The most useful one, especially early game, are axes. If you mess it up, you don't get to keep the rock. Axes are ones you're gonna like mass produce. Although they do have different kinds based on the kind of rock you do. I don't know if it makes a difference or not. Then when you get sticks, these count as sticks. You don't need to turn them. You can make an axe and cut down a tree. Bada bing, bada boom. Sycamore log. Logs are useful for fuel. They're useful for making fires, keeping fires going, charcoal, and they're basically the lifeblood of the game. I don't know if it'd even be possible to beat it without wood. And I would like to see someone try. What I just picked up there is a small ore fragment thing. Whoop, wrong one. This one. Spherolite is a zinc ore found in igneous extrusive rocks near the surface. Since I found it here, it means there's more likely than not zinc down here. It doesn't give much of these. You are able to make tools out of them with the small amounts. You just gotta be willing to look for them, which can be a pain. I'll look around and see where I should set up shop. So I got some horse meat. Don't ask how. And this is a pumpkin. Oops, which I will take the seeds for, and the pumpkin. And I did some research, and the type of rock does matter. The weakest is sedimentary, then metamorphic, igneous intrusive, and igneous extrusive. This is clay, and I'll need to harvest this. So, these are actually like really strong, but these are not so much. A lot of valleys here. I see a cow. I need to... I'd like to settle near water so I don't have to travel far to eat. Or not eat, drink. Okay, large raw hide, which I believe I can use for a bed to skip the nights, or speed them up at least. The worst part of me playing games is I keep wandering around in circles. I could potentially block off this so fish get captured. And I found these, which apparently... I don't know if that one's... Oh, these are apparently bushes. Like blueberry. Or I found a blueberry bush. So I was worried about mining because I thought I needed a pickaxe for it. But if I recall correctly, I should be able to use a hammer? Need some stone, and it's getting dark. Uh-oh. And okay. Nope. But I can use the hammer for the pumpkin. I don't need a fire pit necessarily. I can look in this for place to sleep. 2 thatch blocks, large rawhide. I guess I could make a small little hut. I don't want to be... Okay, this is a good spot. I will make a knife and do some clearing. But using a knife or a hoe on grass gives you thatch. No, straw? 4 straw gives you thatch. And now I can make a small little home. This is on small. And I think I do this, this, and this. Too uncomfortable to sleep in, but your spawn point was set. Cleared out the clay here using the whole shovel, but I did get a lot, so it was definitely worth it. I installed Journey Map. I do not regret it. Sunrise is starting, and I see some... It was 4 exposed clay, and it turned out to be this whole thing. And you can't have too much clay. Especially because sometimes you get just a little, like, molten iron stuck in it, and you have to throw away the whole thing. Yeah, clearing this out, I chopped a ton of logs. Horrible inventory management. I found some jute and jute seeds, so I planted them on the coast. I need a bigger house. And I was gonna say I wish I had temporary blocks to stand on. This is called dirt. Ah, right. Yeah, I'll do 7. And then place a rock, shift right click. So this mobs can go through, but there's no rain, which is nice because I don't like the rain. And then do that. Ooh. I could pack it with mud around it. I did it with wood instead, but I see a creeper. Ooh! What'd he drop? Nothing? Okay, nothing. So, I need a fire pit to get some pots for some inventory, because I'm horrible at managing it. Good news is, I have a ton of clay, so I can make a ton of pots. And a ton of wood, so I can make a ton of pots. Okay, so I'm gonna make some fire pits. I have 5 chalk cobble, 5 chalk mossy cobble. You don't need this. You don't need this. I just do it because I think it looks nice. I'm definitely going to make a shovel right quick. And I see I already have a shovel, but it's 2, and I didn't even... Oh, no, I did make it. Okay, good. 1. Put down around these. And then do that. Then I place these here. Go over. And repeat. I wasn't just thinking slow, but it was the thought of, is it worth it to even get it out? Okay, and now you... Alright. So I'm gonna make a clay pot. If I remember, it's... Yeah. Well, first, these. Large vessels, very good for keeping stuff in. But they are very large, and they take up space. I'll get these going. Show off. If you shift-click with wood, you can create a wood pile. I'll show it off. You shift-click, it uses 1 wood, you can put wood in here. You can right-click to do 1, or shift-click to do the whole stack, and you can pick it all up. So, what you need to do... If I remember correctly. Also, you need a fire starter. You press V to place it down, which you can do with a ton of things. And then you do 8 thatch. Not thatch. 8 straw or 2 thatch. And then 8 logs. And then you do a fire starter. I think you have to hold left click off of it. And then it'll light a fire. And after this burns through, it'll cook it. Now, the other clays that we need, I'll go inside so it's not raining. This one, unfired vessel. This is what holds your stuff so it can melt. And then there's molds, jugs. There's a ton of different molds. But pickaxe is probably the most useful one. Which is this. But also ingots. And then this. I was looking at what I can do with this. I can put it in a soup pot, which is that. And I assume this is... Actually, I don't know how large it is. Do a fire pit in a pot, and then I could heat it up and do soup. And have that as a pretty consistent way of getting food. With the clay, that's not going to be effective. I can always make more, which is nice. And you're able to do this to set things down, which is nice when it's taking up a lot of your inventory. And I researched it. This just sets your spawn point. Still good. Not as good as skipping nights. You can also stack rocks in a pile of 3 and just right-click them to get them back, which helps for storage management, which is why I'm going to lay these down here so I don't have to carry them. In addition to that, I decided to do that here. I feel like this looks good, but this feels more like, I don't know, because it's actually completed. While these are cooking, I'll cut down some more trees. Oh, these literally just finished. And boom, 2 large vessels. I'm gonna put them in here. Actually, no, I think I'd be better off having my storage just outside. So, in here, you get 9 slots and you can seal it. I think I'll do my food in this one. Seal it. And to show it again, but with the smaller things, you do V, and then you can either do V again or right-click it. You put it in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then 8 logs. Fire starter, or throw a torch. And make sure you don't step too close to it. I will just do some vessels to fill this one out. And I will do this one too. Whoops. And it took about a full day. So if you want to get a lot more done, you'd need to set up multiple of these. And again, you don't need stone. You can do it in dirt. I'd suggest not doing it in mud. I've noticed some issues doing it in mud because it dips down one. But also, unrelated, this thing, super lucky generation, this is stone, right? It is required for an anvil, but it's hard to get it because the way you get it is you dig out all blocks. However, if this works correctly, oh, dang it. I thought I was being smart. You dig out all the ones from around it. Is this even stone? It should be stone. Oh well. Okay, so I got jade, which lets me know what I'm looking at. Also, oats, which can become oat grain and count as food, turn into flour, or baked into a cake, made into paper. This is a chalk area. I'm looking for where I can find copper, because I need copper to make a copper pickaxe, and then with the pickaxe, I can really start escalating from there. Okay, so chalk, copper. Oh, is this copper? Yeah, it is. Okay, copper can be found, but it's usually better deeper. I'll go here and mark copper. Oops. Make it darker. Eh. That's fine. So this place is rich with copper. You can tell because it elevates to the surface. I'm going to collect this. And if I'm lucky, I get 10. 10 is enough for a copper tool. There's also the small native copper and hematite is iron. Hematite is still good. I don't need any of it yet. Go ahead and get it. But yeah, literally you have to explore until you find copper just on the surface. Please. Ooh, potatoes. I see what looks like a desert area. I'm at rhyolite, which I don't know what that is. Ooh. More iron. I'll do a iron, which you can only really process after a while. And should be pretty obvious, but I'm walking to avoid running. I drink this. Muscle. Oh, muscle flux. Okay, these are actually very important. Uh-oh. Sea urchin, yeah. I'll craft one of these while I'm at it. So, you need flux to do smithing. And you get flux from, like, shells. So you need to grab them. I see clay. I'm not going to grab the clay. It is this a clean thing of water I can drink from? Nope. Ooh, cave water. Cave water. Okay. Yes. I have found more native copper. Shouldn't touch that. Okay, I feel like here's a good spot. Onions. Nice. So I think there are two areas that have a lot of it. There's a thing called a fair... It's a prospector's pick. I had trouble using this. It searches the 25 by 25 by 25 area centered on the block clicked. So, seems like it helps, but it didn't help me. If anything, it hurt me by sending me on a wild goose chase. I have 12 copper. I have plenty. I'll always get more. When I played it, I was literally only getting copper that way. That's how I got it. I found, like, easily, like, 100 of these individual pieces of copper. Got pretty good at traveling. I do think it'd be cool to make a base. And have, like, highways. More or less. Is that all the copper in the area? I think so. I think... Oh. Thought you could get away. Okay, I'm gonna head back to the base. If I see some animal, I'll kill it. If I see some of these, I'll grab them. So yeah. One of the things that sucks is the decay system. So these expire in 4 months. These expire in 4 months in 1 day, so they can't stack because they're two different things. Which is not good, but you can still eat them. I like using the javelins because it's easy to hit them through all the shrubbery. Not easy, but easier. Lord knows there is enough shrubbery. Seriously. There we go. Where did it go? There it is. Back to the base. I got so lucky. I don't think there was more nearby. But I'm getting very close to the base. So yeah. Home sweet home. I did some pans because I thought they'd be useful. Okay. Open this. Put all this with seeds in here. Or sweet rabbit. Close. Okay. How do I get a bucket? Okay, wooden bucket. That'd be good. But I need a saw. I need to get a saw. I need an anvil. Okay, these are done. Vessel, you can store things in. Which are nice, but I don't... Yeah, you can't store a vessel in a vessel. Vessels are nice. I believe you can put... Okay, you can't. I need a place to put all these. Well, actually, I can just, do this. Pick all these up. Oh, right, you can do that. Yeah, I saw empty pans thinking it'd be like just go in the water or gravel, but no, you need to find the right thing. Okay. Okay, so I hope I get this right. You fill a vessel. This is 2. I have nothing fired. Okay, so either I keep 10, or I just turn it into an ingot. I think I'll just turn it into an ingot. And then 1 hickory log. Can I mix and match? So I have 1 stray one. Should be able to. Okay, so same thing as before, but you put the vessel in. That's oat. Eight straw. 8 wood. Fire starter. And then wait for that to melt. Smelt, not melt. Wild boar. Javelin ready. That was incredibly... Oh no. Side of it. Wait, nope. There it is. Ooh, that was close. Trying to add a farm. It's not easy considering the whole ravine river is surrounded by rock. Oh my god. Okay. Chalk native deposit. Native copper deposit. So that means that I can use these empty pans. I don't know if it's 1 per. Whoa. here. Who's here? Oop. 9. Okay, I can. And then you... Okay, Okay, I can put them down. That's very good. Okay, I'm gonna plant the... I don't know if those will grow. I don't know if the side blocks need to be dirt. I don't know if they need to be... or if they can be anything. Place a note here. And oats here. And then I have 3 onion, 13 potato. Oop, I'll do onion and potato. And I realized I didn't make a water jug. Which is... Nope. That's a water jug. Okay, I'll go put these up and head back down here. Okay, so I have... back down. Eating some pumpkin. Where did I put them? Over here? Wrong one. There it is. I need to stand in water. Okay, I got a loose sedimentary rock. It says the odds of getting copper are 50%, the odds of a rock are 25. I guess the odds of nothing are 24, and the odds of a gem is 1%. I got a copper. I got another copper. So yeah, you definitely only need one. I got rock. It's not a boulder, it's a rock. And another copper. Now, I'd really like to get a bed. But to get a bed, I need... Let's look at the... Okay, the wool doesn't matter. To get a bed, I need cloth and logs. Cloth, I get string through a loom. A loom, I need logs. Logs, I need a saw. Hope it goes back. Copper. For a saw, I need a copper saw blade, which you get from casting a mold. Or using an anvil. It is go time. This is full of hot liquid. Damn it. Contents have solidified. Ugh. Okay. I want a charcoal foundry. But the issue with that is it needs a ton of logs. However, I would like more large vessels. So, I'm gonna get these dealt with. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 7. And then get these started. can just throw them in there. So we need a ton of wood. Like a ton. Okay, I need to think about it. I need wood. To get wood, I need axes. Axes, I need stone and sticks. And a place with trees, because I kind of took out most of them. Although, I can probably go over there for them. I will set out. I chopped down some trees using 3 axes. I found some alpacas, which drop not super interesting things. But hides are very good. Need a lot of them. Ooh. Oh no, I'm saying that. Also, spears are very good for catching fish. Although it's better to have multiple because odds are it's going to take you longer to get your spear back and go back than it is just to throw another one. Alright, meat. I have a ton of meat, but not much food. Or not much hunger. Oh, I am far. Guess I'll teleport back there. I'm here now. Okay, so this is what the inventory is looking like. I'm gonna take my new pots out. Bam, bam. Bam, bam, thank you, ma'am. Hopefully I can stack them. I cannot. I can move these. They're just rocks. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Alright. I have more meat, sugar cane, some seeds, fish, sticks. And some medium hide. I will set there. Bones. Is that just one rock? Okay. I can do that. Or that's pretty good. So, charcoal. You need a shovel. No, I have a shovel. That's fun. Okay. And dirt. I think I... Well, you don't need dirt. You just need a block. Now that I think about it, it's kind of pointless. So, what you do is you dig a hole. I'm doing a 3x3, and then you put shift click, and you put as many logs as you can. Okay. I will take some sticks, make a fire starter, and I'll do the, well, I mean, I can just do the math on my calculator. 9 times 16, that's 144 logs. You light a fire, it burns, it spreads quickly, and then you cover it. And you'll see smoke coming out of it. Now, these two falling doesn't mean those are just gone. It moves and shifts because that's how dirt works in real life. And you wait for this to stop smoking. Yeah. While I'm at it, I will take some clay. I'm going to take these out and put them in here. I'm going to take clay and make some saw casts. There we go. Saw blade mold. And where's my thatch? My straw. Oh, it's right here. Bruh. Huh? Someone thinks they funny. I feel like such a moron talking like that. I have enough logs. Okay. Unfired that. Unfired that. I'll do a shovel. And I can do scythe, blowpipe, jug, pots, bowls. Ooh, I do need bowls eventually, right? Yeah. Am I able to min-max it? I am. Do that there. Do this here. Do I have to do it inside? Nope. Okay, I have to do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Fire starter. Aww. And over, yeah. And eat pumpkin chunks. Okay, these were created. This is dying down. Never mind. Got to put the shovel in. Over, I got my ceramic jug. So I can finally drink water. Does this help? Normally you would toss them into water so it does the sizzle. Okay. I'm gonna make sure I know how to use these. Ores and casting. Vessel remains. It's like pick it once again the mold is full. Once cooled, the mold contents can be extracted by using the mold or putting in the packaging. Okay. Crops are... Okay, so onions don't grow. The jute is growing. Potatoes are growing. Oats are growing. Aw, pumpkins are dead. It's not pumpkin season. Well, I mean, normally when I make the charcoal, it's... I'm trying to think how much... It's a 2x6. I forgot to fill the ceramic jug. Whole reason I went down. Fills it like water. Yeah, that's nice. I have 1 drink of water. And they don't stack. I was also remembering you can take these oh, didn't mean to do that. You're able to make ooh, floating platforms. You can take these as an example. By like this, you go here, pick up the one under it, and then I can branch off and then take all but one in here. So this one, move this one. Take all but one in here. And etc, etc. Or even like doing this, so I can't do multiple. And yeah, although kind of a pain to get rid of. Okay, not really. Charcoal done yet? Nope. Whoa. Apparently these bear fruit in August, and it is currently June. My nutrition is mostly fruit-based. Protein would help. Dairy you can only get from cows. Oh. It's done. So, this, what we did it for. This charcoal. Okay, 144 logs turned into 40 charcoal. 40 divided by 144, 27%. Return or loss, depends how you see it. And now I think this is actually the setup needed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then you use a fire starter. And boom, charcoal forge. So now I can take this, put it on the side. I fill with charcoal. And the issue is, I don't really know how to get saplings. I haven't got a single sapling. Oh, okay, I gotta put it in there. But I haven't gotten a single sapling, even though I've cut down a ton of trees, so I don't know if I gotta do a specific thing for it. It's orange. I do remember vessels can crack. Right, vessel. Color them. That's cute. Okay, and copper solid. I think it will say when it starts turning. There's a thing. Tongs? Holder. Oh yeah, you can make a stick bundle, which I think counts as a log. Okay, copper's molten. Go here. Okay. And I can take the charcoal out. I do believe you can put these there and it'll automatically fill them. And I need to let them cool. I played TerraFirmaCraft. I don't know if I said that. And there were tongs you had to do it or else you'd burn. I can toss these here. And they should become... Oh yeah. Shift right click. Ah, I am slightly aroused. Not really. I have saws. I have pickaxes. Get some sticks. Get a saw. Get a pickaxe. Boom. Boom. Crafting table. 3x3's unlocked. Now, wool cloth. I'm gonna see what this says. Okay, and then wool yarn. Wool yarn is wool and a spindle, and you get wool from a sheep. Ooh, chest. Chests are now available. This is awesome. Now, I need this. I do need a loom. And I need some for a bed. Oh, armor. Leather armor. Because iron armor is a long ways away, if... yeah. So leather is really the only real option. And you need leather, which you get from tannin and a prepared hide. Prepared hide is water and a scraped hide. A scraped hide is a soaked hide and a knife. Soaked hide is a lime water hide. Lime water is water and flux. Tannin is water and logs. A barrel is a barrel. I need at least 2. I'll do 3. 4 because it's even. So I'll get this done down here. Oh, and a bucket. I gotta make a bucket. And this looks fine. Okay, why are you on your side? Can I... Oh, that's fun. These are all filling with water. God damn. Okay, I'll start with what I need, which is raw hide soaked in lime water. Actually, it might be better off just getting rid of that. Round it up here. Okay, I have small, mediums. This is a large, but I don't want to lose my spawn point. 4 for medium, 3 for small. Oh, sheepskin hide. Oh. Wait a minute. Do I have knives? But I have a knife. That's a hope. Okay, knife blade. Please tell me this makes... Oh, yeah. And it gives me the hide. Okay, so small is 3, medium is 4, if I remember correctly. Yeah. Small is 3, medium is 4. 5 times 400 plus 600, 2600. And lime water is in 500 groups. So 6 at least. And well, I have a knife. I can just do it now. There we go. Some thatch so rain doesn't get into them. Alright. This one I need... Okay, this will be a while. Okay, it didn't take that long. 3,000, and I think... Do I toss it? Okay, it doesn't matter. I put it in there. It becomes lime water. And then I do this. Until it's ready. 8 minutes. And then after it's soaked... It gets scraped. After it gets scraped... Treated hide? No. After it's scraped, it goes into regular water. And then it goes into tannin, which is water and wood. Okay, I got these filled with water. The second one is just water. I'll go ahead and close it just in case. Uh-oh. Well, this is the tannin. And the reason I said uh-oh was because I brought 3. I needed 4. Because one's not for the tannin, it's for the scraping. Which is... Take a knife, and you take a log. If I remember correctly. And you... Where would be a good spot for this? Yeah, here. So here's where you scrape it. After it's soaked, put it in the water, and then you put it in here. And then after resting the tannin, you either get 1, 2, or 3. And then you nap it. Which, do I need anything for that? Yeah, okay. I'll go back for each step. Okay, now get the soaked hide, put it here, and you either hold right click, but that can drain the durability. You just click it, all the pink parts, so you get scraped hide, and you break it. And then put these in here. Okay, so I think I figured out. It's a 4x4 that you need to click. Alright. So these are prepared. These go in there. And then these go in here. Now you wait. It's done. 2 leather. Put this in here. And then... Uh-oh. There we go. You can soak them. I won't. And these will be done in a bit. Sewing table. Horse armor, saddle. What does sewing table do? That's it. That's it. Well, I'll end the episode here. Made a lot of progress. I might record more of this. I'll upload this as soon as I'm done. I hope y'all like the editing. Sorry. The recording style of just stopping and resuming whenever something interesting happens. I don't know what the end goal is. So yeah. Subscribe.